Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Heather's legal fight for freedom. Alexis' first case back in the courtroom. General Hospital GH spoilers reveal that there must be a reason why the writers decided to tone down all the craziness and give Heather a legitimate excuse for doing horrible things like picking up that hook and taking out multiple victims with it. Heather is getting a major GH rewrite since her hip replacement caused cobalt poisoning, which likely messed with her head. Once Heather gets a hip replacement that won't drive her bunkers, she may settle down and turn over a new leaf. Laura Collins' Jeannie Francis has suddenly become more sympathetic to Heather under the circumstances, and that trend might continue once Heather's surgery is a success and she's seeming saner every day. Could all this lead to Heather seeking legal assistance to walk free? Is that something Laura would be willing to help Heather with? Laura would normally turn to Martin Gray Michael E. Knight in a situation like this, but he left town and may not be available to serve as Heather's attorney. That's perhaps just as well, since Alexis Davis Nancy Lee Gran is on the verge of hopefully being a lawyer again. If Alexis indeed gets her law license back, the show may want her to make a controversial courtroom comeback. Alexis doesn't need some easy-peasy case she can win with no effort at all. The better story is for Alexis to have her work cut out for her with a tricky client and know she may not emerge victorious. It could raise the stakes if Alexis stands a greater chance of losing, especially since Molly Lansing Davis Kristen Vaganos is already concerned about the possibility of her mom drinking again. Alexis could struggle if she suffers a tough defeat in court, and she could easily lose if she's defending a client like Heather Weber. Heather's "my hip replacement made me do it" defense may be a hard sell with some jury members. However, there's also the possibility that Alexis could win. That victory would come with its own unique set of challenges, since Alexis might face some backlash in Port Charles for helping Heather go free. At the same time, it could restore Alexis' confidence and prove that being an attorney is truly what she's meant to be doing. If Alexis can score freedom for someone like Heather, then she's capable of winning just about any case. Alexis will hope for good news as Diane Miller Carolyn Hennessy works through the appeal process, and Diane should indeed have positive updates on reinstating Alexis eventually. From there, will Alexis take Heather's case and help her fight for freedom? How would Diane feel about that as one of Heather's victims during her last reign of terror? Regardless, General Hospital spoilers say Alexis will return to lawyer mode, so we'll offer predictions on her first client once she's officially back in the game. Title: General Hospital spoilers. Heather's legal fight for freedom. Alexis' first case back in the courtroom. In the bustling corridors of General Hospital, whispers swirled like a tempestuous storm, carrying the weight of anticipation. Heather Weber, a name synonymous with chaos and intrigue, found herself at the epicenter of yet another scandal. Her dark past, painted with hues of manipulation and madness, had resurfaced like a ghost from the depths of memory. It was a chilly morning when Alexis Davis, renowned attorney and beacon of justice, received a call that would reignite the flames of her legal prowess. After months of battling her own demons, she was ready to step back into the courtroom, armed with experience and determination. The case of Heather Weber, a woman shrouded in mystery and controversy, would mark Alexis' return to the forefront of legal drama. As she prepared her defense, Alexis delved into the tangled web of Heather's past, uncovering layers of deceit and desperation. Heather, with her piercing gaze and enigmatic smile, remained an enigma even to those who thought they knew her best. Yet, beneath the facade of innocence, lurked a mind capable of weaving intricate schemes with the precision of a master manipulator. Meanwhile, in the corridors of General Hospital, whispers grew louder as the trial drew near. Nurses exchanged furtive glances, doctors paused mid-step to catch the latest gossip, and patients strained their ears to catch a snippet of conversation. Heather's presence cast a shadow over the hospital, evoking memories of past atrocities and sending shivers down the spines of those who dared to cross her path. As the trial commenced, the courtroom buzzed with anticipation, every eye trained on the figure of Heather Weber as she took her place at the defendant's table. Alexis stood tall and unwavering, her voice resonating with conviction as she presented her case before the judge and jury. With each argument, she chipped away at the prosecution's narrative, unraveling the threads of doubt that threatened to ensnare her client. But Heather, ever the cunning adversary, refused to go down without a fight. With a steely resolve and a silver tongue, she spun tales of innocence and victimhood, painting herself as a pawn in a game orchestrated by unseen forces. Her words carried weight, casting doubt upon the minds of those who sought to condemn her. As the trial stretched on, tensions reached a boiling point, emotions running high as the truth hung in the balance. Witnesses were called, evidence presented, and testimonies dissected with surgical precision. In the midst of it all, Alexis remained a beacon of resilience, her unwavering belief in justice driving her forward even in the face of adversity. Then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, a breakthrough emerged from the shadows of doubt. A key witness stepped forward, armed with damning evidence that threatened to shatter Heather's carefully constructed facade. With bated breath, the courtroom listened as the truth was finally laid bare, exposing the depths of Heather's deception for all to see. In the end, justice prevailed, but not without its casualties. Heather Weber, once a figure of fear and intrigue, was sentenced to pay for her crimes, her reign of terror finally brought to an end. And for Alexis Davis, it marked not only a victory in the courtroom but a triumph of the human spirit, a testament to the power of resilience and redemption in the face of adversity. As she stepped out of the courtroom, the weight of the world lifted from her shoulders, Alexis couldn't help but smile. For in that moment, she knew that she had not only won a case but had reclaimed a piece of herself that she thought lost forever. And as the sun set over General Hospital, casting long shadows upon its hallowed halls, a new chapter began, filled with promise and possibility. As she stepped out of the courtroom, the weight of the world lifted from her shoulders, Alexis couldn't help but smile. For in that moment, she knew that she had not only won a case but had reclaimed a piece of herself that she thought lost forever. And as the sun set over General Hospital, casting long shadows upon its hallowed halls, a new chapter began, filled with promise and possibility.